Cheshire Homebrew, David here. We've got a special guest today. You may have seen him before, you may have not. This is Albert, the Border Terrier, known as Border Terrorist. So he's with us 10 years now, aren't you, Albert? Eh? Still got most of his teeth. That's the beer. That was the Wilco kit I did last week. So drinkable in 1 week. £14.99 plus a bag of sugar. So you're talking 40 pints for 15, 16 quid, something like that. This was brewed short, about 17, 18 litres, so I've got a 5% beer, but it's not the best beer in the world, but you know, more than drinkable. What else have we got? Oh, loads of questions via emails, keep them coming. I'll get back to these in a bit and we'll answer a few. And any questions you've got, just hit me up. What else have we got? Got a purchase here from eBay. Show you what it is soon. I'll see if it's worth the money. And I'll put a link in the description if you want to purchase one yourself. What else have we got? The socials. So I'm just getting the Twitter up and running, so if you don't mind following me, and I'll give a follow back, as well as Instagram and TikTok. Any questions, hit me up via email, cheshirehomebrew@gmail.com, or even in the comments below. So yeah, in the next few weeks we're going out and about. I've had a few invites, a couple of events to go to, so keep posted. Quite a few changes, and we've got some interesting people to talk to, and some interesting sites, so keep up with that, and we'll show you some new stuff that's been going on recently. Okay then, that's the purchase. Does anybody know what one of those is? If you do know, put a comment below. Basically, you've got a filter, floating ball, a little dip tube to replace your normal one, and a silicone tubing. And basically it's called a floating dip tube. And the idea of a floating dip tube is your beer normally clears from the top down, so when you use one of these you're getting clear beer from the off rather than waiting until it gets to the bottom of the keg. Also very useful if you want to do pressure fermentation, because your beer is not going to have all the trub in the bottom and you're getting all the crap. You're not going to block your dip tube with the hops or the trub anyway, so yeah. So it was £19.90. I'll put a link to the eBay shop, and just let me know if you think £19.90 is worth it for a clear beer, because I think it is. But if you guys use anything different, let me know. If I get any more tips, anything like that, I'm always open to new ideas myself. So yeah, silicone tubing. Basically sometimes you have to shorten it, you obviously do. Once it just floating, you float just about an inch from the bottom, so you're drawing clear beer once it's risen up and you've got your fluids in there. So yeah, that's purchase of the week. Floating dip tube. You can use it on its own, but in conjunction with something else. So you can actually pressure ferment your beer. You get a carbonated beer, and I'll show you what else you need to use. So these started coming out originally, spunding valve, and they're a bit of fiddly equipment. They do work and they are quite accurate. So I came up with the idea of purchasing one of these. If you guys know what one is, it's exactly the same thing. It's a spundy, and you've got these little pressure release valves on the back. So the purple is 15 psi, so you'd use that if you're fermenting a lager or a wheat beer, something highly carbonated. Well, I've got the other two for ales or a pale ale. So basically you put them in and it can't go above, on this instance, 15 psi. Real good safety issue. So spundy, again, I'll put a link to this. I think it's about £20 again. Well worth it, and you can just turn on the beer in a week and a half, something like that. Fully carbonated, ready to drink. So you've got a party coming up one weekend, through the previous weekend, and you've got 19 litres of beer to supply your friends with. new segment, new beer. That's the American Stout one from the Bible. Change hops slightly, use Columbus hops right throughout. 30-minute boil, 5.6%. It's a great beer. Cameraman agrees, but he's getting no more. I want this video to be on one level. Right, so questions. There's loads of emails. I can't do them all in 1 week until I get a format up and running. A fair thing to do was just answer one email this week, and I got my wife to just pick one out of the hat basically. And today's lucky recipient is Mr. Dylan Jones. So thanks for the email, Dylan. We'll go through his questions and I'll give him the answers as best I can. So right, let's have a look. So I think I'll work out Bragdy Brack, I think he's called, his YouTube channel. I'll mention it in a bit. Right, hi Dave, loving the new vlog format. I was wondering if you could give some feedback on the questions below. Number 1, have you ever entered a homebrew competition, local or national? Some advice if you have or not entered. Will you? Right, I've never actually done a competition. Thought about it, but never got round to it. But what I do know is you want to just send your top beers, get it right. I'd do a practice batch first, and then pass it to some people, their replies, and then you can change things to suit. So, and all I'd say is, if you're going to go for a competition, give it a go, because you've obviously got the right format there. Okay. Number 2, can you list your best British, European and international beer style? Best British, I like a real good English bitter. Nothing too strong, between 4.5% and 5.5%. I like something like that. My mate over in Barnsley, Mr. DTS, he does a cracking bitter, one of the best I know. What's the other one? Best European. The European I like is the Budvar, the Czech lager. Best lager in my opinion anyway. And the best international beer style, I would say it's got to be in small denominations, American IPA, but I can't drink too many of those, they're too strong. So yeah, that's all I can say on that one. Right, number 3. I'm a fussy glass drinker, right glass for glass, right beer. What are your thoughts? Bullshit, I appreciate the correct glass for the occasion. Well, yeah, I like loads of different styles. Dimple, I like them for a stout, anything like that. That's for a wheat beer, something like that. And for something like a triple IPA, something like that. This is the perfect size. And the fanciest one for the wheat beer, this is one I got from Belgium a while back. Not Belgium, Norway. So I don't use it very often, it's too expensive, don't want to break it. But yeah, you've got to have the right glass, haven't you? You don't want a bitter out of a lager glass or vice versa. That's my opinion anyway. Right, number 4, are you enjoying your retirement? Well, I am actually. Just keep myself busy, you know, I just do power walk in the mornings, loads of jobs around the house, always bits of jobs to do. Do some volunteering. I don't want to retire and sit in the armchair and just idea. So just finding more time to meet friends and family, and you know, just to give back to the community. So yeah, I do some bit of volunteering, and it doesn't seem a lot to me, but people appreciate it, and people just want to have a talk and a cup of tea. So we serve them toast, tea, coffee, good chat and a quiz. So that's why best of my retirement at the moment. So it's all the best. Dylan, Isle of Anglesey, Bragdy Back Homebrew. So brag. This is how he's put it out, because he's obviously well. Brag as to boast. D as in diddle. Back as in back as a composer. So yeah, that's it, mate. Thanks very much, Bragdy, Dylan. So really appreciate the feedback. So got loads more in the pipeline. If you want to get your questions on here, nothing's too much trouble. So don't forget to put them on Twitter as well, Instagram, TikTok, email cheshirehomebrew@gmail.com, and we'll get back. And I think there's loads more questions to add, so I'd like some questions from around the world as well, please. I know I've got viewers in New Zealand, Australia, Canada and the US, so you know, fire your questions and we'll get you on the questions and answers. So yeah, really good questions them. So really glad I did this one today because they were really great questions. So big thank you to Dylan, and we'll get more to come, and I'm really looking forward to more feedback from you fellas. Cheers. Next bit, another crack, another beer. This is from Mr. DTS over in Barnsley. Let's see what he sent me. No instructions, no description, I've no idea. Let's have a look at that. Nicely carbonated, clear, nice little white cap. Not a load of smell of the hops, but mainly the malts. I'll just taste it and just see what it's like. Oh, that's lovely that. That is one of Davy's pale ales. One of his nicer ones that. Nice one, David. Cheers. Right, so we've got some filming to do over the next 12 months. Out and about, cool events, and got some big news. I had 2 invites and they're not in the UK. So I'm really excited about that. So we'll be going to another country. Managed to dust my passport off and just see where we get, because take you guys with me or with us, and we're going to get some filming, some footage, get some interviews with people you want to see, and show you some things you've not seen before, and new experiences for all of us. So looking forward to that. I've been invited by a head brewer to go and do a microbrewery tour. I was talking to him yesterday. He wants me to go over, or us to go over, do some filming, sample. He's happy to get it on YouTube, and we're going to push it out, and you guys are coming on with me, and we're going to get some filming, try some beers, and just see what the crack is. I think it's a 100 litre system he's got, but more in that when we get to the video. So we'll close off. I've got a couple of invites of product reviews. Now I'm not really sure what you guys want to see. I don't want to just review anything just for the sake of it. So what kind of things are you looking to see me review? You know, all grain equipment or beer kits, something like that, because I think without your interaction then this channel's going nowhere. So I'm going to try a couple of beer kits, quality ones, and then we're going to do some product reviews, and I'm hoping to get a pressurised fermenter stainless steel on in the future, but more on that in the coming months. Right, lastly, got to mention there's a competition coming in December. I'm not sure exactly what the prize is. It'll be homebrew related. The only thing is you've got to click on this video, like, subscribe, and be a subscriber to be entered into the competition. It's going to be a good prize. I can't give the value because I'm not sure myself at the moment, but that's coming in the future. So subscribe. So don't forget, hit me up on the email cheshirehomebrew@gmail.com if you want to just come over. If you've got a microbrewery or a bar you can recommend, let's do some filming. We can go over just filming, try a couple of beers. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe obviously, TikTok, Twitter coming, and Instagram. Cheers.